Hello YouTube. Yes, I have today 4 Bournville chocolate bars to try. These are the sharing blocks. Well, they say sharing. I'm not going to be sharing them. They're all for me, but technically they're sharing blocks anyway, as they're not the standard bar size. Yeah, so Bournville is a dark chocolate. It's one I really like. It's probably good if you like a bit of dark chocolate, but not one with too high cocoa solids, because it's quite low on the cocoa content, and it's not that rich, and it is not very bitter. So it's a good one if you don't want it too strong. But it kind of has its own unique taste. I don't really know how Cadbury's get the taste, what in the ingredients or the process that gives it this unique taste. But yeah, it has its own unique taste that I really like. But I've only ever had this one, which is the classic and original bar. This one here. I've had it. It's not one I have very, very often. You know, it's not my favourite dark chocolate ever, but it is nice. And as I say, I like its unique taste. But I've only ever had that one. I didn't realise there was all these other flavours until I spotted them in Poundland that actually happened to be on sale, which was even better. So we've also got old Jamaican flavour, which is dark chocolate, rum and raisin, which I'm definitely looking forward to. That's a flavour combination I love. Rum and raisin, whether it's in fudge or ice cream, yummy. So I'm looking forward to that. I believe this one has been around for a while, or it's just come back. I'm not quite sure. Some people I've spoke to are familiar with it, and I feel like I'm vaguely familiar with that one as well, but I don't think I ever tried it. This one here says it's new. This is mint crisp, so I love mint and dark chocolate, so looking forward to that. This one doesn't say it's new, so I've just somehow missed it. It's dark chocolate, of course, with orange. Again, I love chocolate and orange, so I'm imagining all of these flavours should be nice with Bournville, but you never know, because sometimes when they do a different flavour of a chocolate bar, they mess it up. Let's hope that's not the case. So I'm going to get on with trying these and tell you what I think. If you've tried them yourself, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, these are your standard 100-gram bars. It says open here, so we're going to open it. Yes, a Bournville, if you don't know, is named after the model village that's located in Birmingham in the UK. There's actually an interesting story behind that model village about Cadbury's, and Cadbury's trying to help make sure their workers had good working conditions. It's a really interesting story. I was reading up a bit on that, so if you're not familiar with that, I recommend reading about that. Yeah, it's been around for a while. I mean, the first Bournville bar came out in 1908, so yeah, it's a very old chocolate bar. As far as I know, it's pretty popular. I feel like it's probably not like anywhere as popular as dairy milk, because obviously it's probably a bit more of an acquired taste, but I reckon it's still a popular bar. I think it might only be available in the UK, although I'm sure you can probably import it. I think it's available in India as well, if I remember rightly. It's very popular in India as well, I think. So I know what this tastes like because this is the standard bar, but here we go, just to try it anyway. Just for reference, you know. It's very nice. You know what, I haven't had Bournville for a while, and it's even less strong than I remembered. It really is quite a tame dark chocolate, but you know, nothing wrong with that. It's obviously more of a confectionery bar. It won't have maybe some of the goodness of more full dark chocolate, but if you're having it as a bar, just for the sake of enjoying it, it's got a nice taste. I remembered it being a bit richer than that, and slightly, but it's even less so. But that's probably because I eat a lot of high percentage dark chocolate, so I guess it's probably going to seem even lighter, but it's nice. I can't fault that. Look, I like my dairy milk, but I like this. Probably slightly more than dairy milk, but I do like dairy milk. Right, so I'm going to have a sip of water just to make sure I can taste the different flavours. There we go. Next up, I'm going to go to the rum and raisin. So this should, in theory, be really nice. It's actually got like big pieces of raisin in or not. I'm actually going to look in the ingredients after and see if it's actually even got rum in, because obviously sometimes when things are supposed to have some kind of alcohol, they don't really. It's just flavouring. See what it smells like. Oh yeah, it's got the strong rum and raisin smell. That smell alone is so nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. As you can tell from those noises. Oh yeah. That's really nice. Oh, that's going to be hard to beat with the other flavours. I love the other flavours normally. Orange and mint. But rum and raisin is one of my favourite flavours. As I say, it's my favourite flavour fudge. And probably one of my favourites in ice cream. I haven't really had it in chocolate very often, but it should be used a lot more. And it probably goes with dark chocolate a lot better than milk chocolate because of the richness. That is really nice. This could become one of my favourite bars. Yeah, you got quite big. I don't really know if the camera's going to pick it up, but the reason why I was having trouble breaking that is because it has quite big raisins inside, so which is nice. And it's got really nice rum taste. So let's have a quick look at the ingredients. Does it actually have rum in it? Blah 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 blah. No, I don't think it does. That's interesting. It tastes so much like rum, but I can't see any reference to rum whatsoever. No. But it's got a great rum and raisin flavour. I've got to tell you that. That's going to be hard to beat. That is really, really nice. Sometimes the classic plain bar is still always the best, despite all the other flavours, because you taste the chocolate more. But I think that rum raisin, I don't know if it's just because I'm trying it for the first time, but I might even rather that than the main one. So this is the orange one. Big fan of orange in chocolate, especially dark chocolate, although it does work well in milk chocolate, and I would say the same for mint as well. So all the bars look the same, all the same size squares. So let's just have a sip of water, because obviously that rum and raisin is quite strong. And let's try the orange. How orangey. It's very orangey. Well, it's pretty orangey. That is really nice, and I'll tell you why. And I was hoping it would be like this. So sometimes if you have an orange flavoured chocolate bar, like say something like Schwall, it's nice, but it's that very artificial orangey taste. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they've used like, I don't know, some actual orange in some way, because it tastes authentically orange. And that is really nice. And it's got like a sort of, it's got refreshing oranges. It's not extremely strong, but it's quite clearly there as well, if that's the best way to put it. That is really nice. Trying to pit that against the rum and raisin is difficult. They're really nice in their own right. That's probably one of the nicest orange bars I've had of confectionery chocolate in a long time. I'll say that. But the rum and raisin is something special. And the mint is a good one to end on, because this should refreshen the palate. So mint crisp, so it's going to have those little bits of crisps, which is nice. And it says it's new. Now, you never know when they pop that, how new it actually is. It might have been around for a while, but you know. I can't open this one. Why is this one harder to open than the rest? I think it's just because I missed where the flap was. No, they've done it different on this one. The other ones had a helpful thing to help you open it, and then on the new one they've decided, no, we won't help you, we'll make it difficult for you. So that's nice enough. Let's see if it smells minty. Oh yeah, it smells of peppermint. That's nice. Yeah, you've got the bobbly bits, of course, because it is crisp. Now, I do really like mint and chocolate, so let's see. Alright. Like the orange, it's not as strong as I thought it might be, but it still is clearly there. It's nice. They're balanced, the flavours, so much better than some other chocolate bars do. So it's like, it is minty, but I mean, I like really strong mint in chocolate. I'm fine with that. You know those like dark chocolates that have those cream fond, like, what are they called? The inside is like white and creamy and minty. I really like those, and they can be really strong. But this is not nearly as strong as that, but it's still really minty, if that makes sense. It's nice. And then of course you've got the crispy bits, really nice. I will enjoy finishing these over the coming days. If I was absolutely pushed, I would say the rum and raisin was my favourite. But I would say they're all nice. The classic plain bar is nice. But for some reason, and again, it might just be the novelty, but I'm actually preferring it with the flavours. And yeah, the orange, the mint are really nice. They're high quality, as is the rum and raisin, and as is the original as well. So if you're a fan of dark chocolate, or maybe if you're not normally a fan of dark chocolate, you might still like these. I would recommend them. However, I have a surprise extra, also from Poundland. Now this isn't anything to do with Bournville. This is to do with Poundland. Now you may know that Poundland have a range of Twin Peaks bars. Now I haven't tried their dark chocolate one, and here it is. I believe I've tried each of the others. They basically do quite a few different flavours. If you don't know about the Twin Peaks bar, and if you can't see by the shape, you certainly will when I open it. It is a dupe for Toblerone. It is their version of Toblerone. They've obviously done a different shape so they don't get sued. But yeah, and I like them. I would say they're easily as nice as Toblerone, so I'm hoping this dark one is going to be as nice. For £1, you get quite a bit of chocolate, in fairness. It doesn't go up like everything else in Poundland, you know, cost of living and all. You can take a bit off there, and it's got the crispy nugget or nougat inside. I think that's what it's made with. Yeah, it's quite thick. You know, like Toblerone is pretty thick chocolate, really. But yeah, I think they're as nice as Toblerone, and they're always slightly cheaper. I also like it because I'm a big fan of the TV show Twin Peaks. And, you know, I don't know if this is done intentionally or not, but even the logo kind of is like how the Twin Peaks logo is, the colouring and that. So I don't know if they're using that as a reference or not, but it's another reason why I like it. So here we go, let's see what it's like. Nice. What I will say about that is, and maybe following the Bournville wasn't the best idea in some ways, because don't get me wrong, that's nice, but the quality of dark chocolate is just not the same as what I've just had from the Bournville. Yeah, you just notice the difference. It's that sort of chocolate where it doesn't have a lot of taste. And obviously, you got the crunchy honeycomb bits. It's nice, but yeah, it's not as nice as what I've previously been having. But yeah, I do like the Twin Peaks bars. And if you're going to compare them to Toblerone, they go pretty well. And yeah, that's certainly not a nice... sorry, that is a nice bar. Certainly not a bad bar, and I will happily finish it. Anyway, that wraps it up for today. Yep, so just in case, before I go, if you haven't been on this channel before, my name is Ben. I do a lot of trying food. That's one of the main things I do, particularly dark chocolate, because it's one of my favourite things to eat. But other snacks, maybe some meals here and there, maybe some takeaway stuff here and there, maybe some drinks and all that kind of thing. And you can also see lots of other stuff on the channel if you have a little click around. But I'll see you in the next video, and let me know below what you think about the bars I've tested today.